Some see a wrestling match. We see a 6-minute lesson in grit. Some see a coach sending a runner home. We see a mentor guiding a student athlete into the future. Proud to keep education in front of athletics since 1903.
What?
This means we get to talk to Denise. Denise.
Your Indiana Farm Bureau insurance agent helps guide you through the process, so you don't have to go it alone.
Denise!
Hey. Wow.
Oh, we were just talking about you. That's so funny.
In a world worried about the next post, next purchase, next minute, what if we focus on the important over the fleeting? Invest in what lasts. With Everence, grow a fresh outlook to your financial future with financial services rooted in enduring values, faith and purpose, community and love, sharing and giving. Join Everence and make an impact.
If you're looking for new flooring, K&N Carpet has been locally owned and family operated for over 50 years. Owners Mike and Ella Clifton, along with their amazing staff, take great pride in serving you. Check out our showroom for a variety of manufacturers and distributors consisting of carpet, hardwood, ceramic, laminate, vinyl, LVT, and area rugs. K&N Carpet is the only Mohawk Floorscapes dealer in the Fort Wayne area. So give us a call at 260-639-3591 and come see the experts in flooring at 12108 US 27 South, or check us out on Facebook.
One is more than a number. It's pride in our history and the promise of what's to come. One farmer, one seed, one season. One changes everything. In 1926, Henry A. Wallace and the founders of Pioneer revolutionized farming, and we've been innovating ever since. 100 starts with one. Our 100th season starts with you.
Do you know all of the services provided at Decatur Hardware and Rental? We're a U-Haul dealer. We fill grill tanks, test pool water, custom mix paint, cut keys, ship UPS packages, cut glass, rent tents, tables, and chairs, a trencher, skid loader, tractor, sod cutter, scaffolding, and so many more items. Hardware, plumbing, electrical, or paint. Decatur Hardware and Rental can make your project much easier to complete. Decatur Hardware and Rental, across from the Bungie plant, do it best.
Sharing happiness, displaying confidence, and promoting health. Your smile does a lot for you.
And at Riverstone Dental, we make smiles happen.
Across 2 locations at Riverstone Dental, our compassionate dentists and caring staff provides unparalleled care to patients of all ages. Using the latest technology and procedures, we offer an extensive list of general dentistry services. Whether you're stopping in for your routine cleaning and checkup, or you need restorative care, including implants, crowns, bridges, and more, we'll provide quick, comfortable care. Additionally, we perform orthodontic procedures as well. With traditional metal braces or the convenient Invisalign system, we can help you perfect your beautiful smile. Riverstone Dental. We make smiles happen.
M&M Market on the north side of Geneva has established a sterling reputation for the food they provide. Over 150 flavors of bratwurst, a wide selection of marinated chicken and pork chops, meat and cheese trays, and a 40-foot meat and deli case full of fresh-cut meats, cut daily. Come and schedule a special event meal for any budget on your next visit. Be sure to check our Facebook page for store hours and in-store specials. Do you have sports injuries, knee pain, shoulder pain, headaches, arthritis pain, or just want to maintain a healthy lifestyle? Reynolds Chiropractic is the answer. Dr. Jade utilizes gentle, low-force, instrument-assisted, and hands-on adjusting. Dr. Jade treats patients of all ages, from birth to the very mature. Dr. Jade will help your injuries heal faster and help you live a more active and pain-free life. They offer BioFree, Sombra, pillows, back braces, and orthomolecular supplements. Dr. Jade is currently accepting new patients, so make your appointment today and visit Reynolds Chiropractic, where patient comfort and care are our first priority.
Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to Bluffton High School here in the Tiger Den as we are live on Witness Media for some afternoon ACAC basketball action between the Bluffton Tigers and the visiting Heritage Patriots. I'm Michael Vanderkolk. I'm going to be joined once again on these boys contests by Kevin Mosier. Kevin, how you doing this Saturday afternoon?
Doing good. Doing very good. Happy to be here.
I know this is a game that I think a lot of people have their eyes set on, especially in the world of the ACAC, Northeastern Indiana overall too, because it's a rematch from the ACAC semifinals, but it's also one that could have implications on the ACAC regular season championship, because Heritage is still coming into this game at 4-0 in the ACAC standings.
Right.
But they have Bluffton here today, and they have Jay County waiting. Jay County, all they have to do is beat Heritage, and they have the ACAC championship locked in. Heritage has to go through arguably the two toughest teams remaining to get that championship. So what is at stake for these players tonight?
Well, it's an afternoon game, and we were just chatting that I don't think we ever had games like this unless they were for the ACAC tournament championship. So it's kind of a different vibe, but it shouldn't lack any form of motivation for either team. It's a little different. You kind of have a different vibe. There's usually not as many fans at, times that whether they're working on Saturdays or whatever. But I think we're going to be in store for a very good game. I know Jay County is going to be paying very close attention to this game, but they're going to come out prepared regardless of whenever they do end up playing Heritage.
Yeah.
But for Bluffton's standpoint, this is going to be a highly competitive game. It's your chance to kind of go out and prove yourself against Heritage. You'd like to have the one back in the tournament, but it's going to be interesting to see what adjustments have been made and will be made here against Heritage tonight, because there were certain things that kind of let loose when Bluffton did play them. That Galentine kid, I mean, not that he isn't a good player before that, but I didn't know he was capable of, dropping 30 very, very casually, in my opinion, in the ways that he just easily could score the ball. I mean, part of that is having open shots and some of the players on Heritage that are able to space the ball to create that kind of offense for them. But tonight or this evening, or sorry, this afternoon, it's different.
I'm sure we'll say that a few times.
Yeah, probably. It'll be interesting to see kind of the adjustments Bluffton's made against Heritage.
Yeah, I agree. And speaking on Galentine, I truly believe that was one of the single best ACAC tournament performances.
Yeah.
That I can recall at least. And it was just impressive to see the sophomore just kind of come in, crash the boards, and just score whenever he could. Yeah. And that was plenty often for Heritage.
Yeah, and that was one of the bigger stages, I'm sure, for him in his young career. Definitely put his stamp on the ACAC and man, he's got 2 more years left. It's still this year left as well. I mean, it's going to be exciting to watch him play and develop to see what he turns into. But yeah, he had that. He had his fingerprints all over that game.
Yeah, and definitely going to see like kind of the adjustment that Coach Teagle and the staff are making here tonight, because you know that they're going to have been watching a lot of game film, trying to figure out, okay, what can we do that didn't necessarily work this last time we played them? What worked that we can kind of highlight a little bit more? These small adjustments being tweaked here and there. And, I mean, that's just the mark of a good program, is being able to come back and get that revenge victory. Because I know whenever, like back in the day, like Heritage and Woodland were in the ACAC tournament, obviously, but they were also in the sectional with Bluffton.
Yeah.
And it was I always remember hearing these comments. It's hard to be a good team twice, but it's really hard to beat them 3 times.
Right.
And now Heritage is not in the sectional with Bluffton anymore, but maybe in the future they will be again. But it's one of those things where you get this opportunity, and it's a chance to really see how game plans can change and affect an outcome of a contest.
Yeah, no, definitely. And, Heritage, they have what I would say 3 solid players that can get you a bucket whenever you need one, being in Castle, Brown, and obviously Galentine. So, whatever adjustments Bluffton does make, they got to make sure they keep those other 2 in check as well.
And I think just got to admit as well, like things did get quite physical between these 2 teams. I think it is one of those kind of hidden rivalries. I think it's 2 programs that take a lot of pride in their basketball. Yeah. I know going up to Monroeville is always a tough environment to play in. Saturday afternoon may not travel as well. I know there's a lot going on. Wrestling regionals, swimming sectional finals for the girls, and all that stuff. So I know there's a lot of other things going on here today, but it's something where that tension is probably still kind of lingering. I know there was a hard foul committed by Griffin Morgan that led to an ejection, led to a game suspension. But you can't be telling me that is not in the back of the minds of some of these players.
Of course.
So what's going to be important for these teams to limit those frustrations carrying over into this contest today?
Well, it's going to depend on the emotions on both sides, but it also depend on how the refs call the game. The refs probably aren't going to know some of that stuff had happened in the tournament, but I'm sure Heritage want to come out and assert their dominance early and get out to a big lead. They maybe think that game was too close early on in the tournament, so they're going to come out aggressive, and wouldn't be surprised to see any elbows or cheap shots maybe given in direction to maybe some of the Bluffton guards. Not that they did anything, but that's just kind of how some teams go about it, to say, hey, nobody's messing with us today. Nobody's going to take a cheap shot on us. You hope you don't really see it, but, in the game of sports, that's just some of the things that happen. And that's something that, if Heritage does go on a run early, you don't, if you're Bluffton, you want to come out and match that aggression, not to the point where you're coming to blows with the other team, but making good plays to make it a good game, because you want to keep the game clean as much as you can. Nothing against Griff Morgan. I love him as a competitor, but he's done some things like that throughout the year that he's gotten away with, and being against Heritage, he got caught with a very obvious one. So you just hope that he can keep his composure and harness that aggression onto the basketball court in a clean way instead of a dirty way.
Yeah, I fully agree. Again, it's competition sometimes, especially as teenagers, they may get carried away.
Yeah.
So the past is the past. Let's try to see what we can do here today, and let's settle it on the court and just say, okay, we got more points than you. We're going to take that. We're going to take pride in getting the victory. Keep it clean. Keep it just as aggressive as a basketball player as you can. But again, make that basketball point be in the pivotal way of just being like, all right, like, you guys want your ACAC championship, well, you're going to have to find a different way to earn it, because we're going to be the ones to get the victory.
And that's how you would get it back, yeah.
So we're going to take this quick break here on this Christian Care Retirement Community pregame show. We have about 16 minutes left of this warm-up time, so we're going to thank a few more of our sponsors, and we'll be back on Witness Media.
Any brand, any color. You break it, we'll fix it. Newspawn Mechanical is located just north of Berne. Along with over 175 years of combined service in the field, Newspawn Mechanical offers a wide range of rental equipment and attachments. If you're looking to upgrade your equipment or starting from scratch, whether it's new or used, they can help to find the right machine for you. Stop and see the full line of Gale and Manitou equipment with leasing and financing options available, along with a full line of Manitou parts and attachments. Call 260-589-3802 to find out what we have to offer.
For over 70 years, Bixler Insurance has provided financial protection for our communities.
We will protect your auto, home, farm, and business of any size.
We can protect your family with a life insurance policy and help navigate your health insurance options, including Medicare and marketplace products.
The world of insurance definitely has its ups and downs.
But as an independent agency, we have strong relationships with several companies to meet your specific needs.
Stop by or call us in Berne, Geneva, Decatur, Portland, or Woodburn.
At Mosier Motors, we got you covered. From plug-in hybrids to full electric vehicles.
From small trucks to the F-150, all the way up to Super Duties, Mosier Motors has got you covered.
From small SUVs to mid-sized SUVs, up to large SUVs, Mosier Motors has you covered.
And be sure to come in and check out our lineup of Lincolns.
Heavy-duty mechanics trucks with welders, air compressors, and cranes. Dump trucks in every size. You need to move a couple thousand gallons of water? We got the truck. Full commercial shop for your heavy truck service needs. When you think about it, Mosier Ford has a vehicle for almost every single application.
Here at Berne Ready Mix, building strong communities is not just something we say. It's something we do. We are proud to be a part of the residential, commercial, industrial, and municipal projects in the communities we serve. Contact us to discuss your next project.
At Southern Wells, we are dedicated to offering unique educational experiences.
Our exceptional career and technical education and College Core programs provide hands-on learning that prepares students for various careers in higher education and also instill a deep respect for hard work and innovation.
Collaboration between students and staff is at the heart of everything we do. Our family values guide us as we prepare our students to succeed beyond the classroom.
Welcome to Southern Wells, where people are empowered to become their personal best.
At First Bank of Berne, we believe strong local communities are good for everyone. It's why we invest in the lives and dreams of the people, businesses, and farmers in our hometowns. When you bank locally, our communities prosper because money is deposited, invested, and spent locally. At First Bank of Berne, improving the financial futures of those in our local communities is at the heart of everything we do.
Apartment living at its best with an exceptional location and affordable living. Located on 000 Road in Berne, Eastview Apartments are currently offering spacious 2-bedroom apartment homes with full-size washer, dryer, range, refrigerator, dishwasher, disposal, free maintenance, private entrances, balcony or patio, and much more. Please call 260-589-8602 for further information. We know you will be proud to call Eastview Apartments your home.
Mitchell Enterprises Corporation is a trucking and feed sales company located in Bluffton, Indiana. Owner Luke Bright is a lifetime resident of Adams County and proudly sells a variety of show feeds and supplements. Sunglow and Linder show feeds are the most popular among other supplements and livestock care that they stock daily. Mitchell Enterprises would be happy to help with any of your feed needs and are always looking to hire CDL drivers in the area. Contact Luke and his team at 260-353-1050 or check them out at mitchellenterprises.com.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to Witness Media here in the Taggart on the Christian Care Retirement Community pregame show. Christian Care Retirement Community is a nonprofit organization dedicated to enriching senior living with Christian values and compassionate quality care. We provide a wide assortment of comfortable living options for various needs with 3 levels of care. Call 260-565-3000 to see how we can enrich your or your loved ones' lives. At 9:30 to go here in this pregame show. Got a big matchup. These two teams have met once before this season, and it was the Patriots that came away victorious with a 63-50 victory in Monroeville for the ACC semifinals. Patriots ended up going and losing to the Jay County Patriots in a hard-fought championship contest. But John Harrell, he's quite accurate a lot of times. Sometimes way off, but most of the time it's pretty close. He's got the Tigers by 1, 51-50 on his prediction. So is that like a home court thing, a Saturday afternoon thing, or is that just like a, hey, like I kind of like what I've seen with the Tigers lately and trust Coach Steve?
Yeah, I think it's a little bit of all those things, Mike, a combination of that. 2 seasons ago, almost a copy and paste yet with the result of tonight or this afternoon's game. Bluffton lost in that tournament, heartbreaker, last second controversial tip in. And, I think an afternoon game just like this, they beat Heritage by about 9 or 10. And Bluffton, I think, was in control most of that game. Different players, some of those players still the same. Brown and Castle both were a part of that team 2 years ago. But, yeah, that I think it'll be a close game. For Bluffton, the biggest keys, you don't let Galentine beat you off the dribble, and obviously don't give him wide open shots. A lot of the shots that he had, in that tournament were pretty open or at the rim. But that's going to mean you're going to have to tighten the screws down on him, and that is also going to give up opportunities for Brown and Castle, who can definitely hurt you by, a little bit from the outside, but those guys like to drive in and create offense that way. Heritage has a pretty good team. They're solid. They got good guys and got good guys off the bench as well that can contribute and facilitate. But really their biggest 3 is Castle, Brown, and Galentine. And if you can keep them in check, you're going to put yourself in a great position to win the game. One of Bluffton's biggest keys, I think, is, obviously the Greaser boys down low. But Maddox and Max from the outside, they really had them in check that game, especially Maddox. I think they put Castle on him the whole game and just said, hey, don't leave the site. We want to know what flavor of chewing gum he's chewing by the end of the game. And they did that and then some. So, it'll be interesting to see what Teagle has in store for the offense as well, because I'm sure he realizes you got to have some outside shooting to be able to open things up for the guys down low as well.
Yeah, I think that's a good matchup by Coach Sovine, putting Lonte Castle, Torian Brown onto Maddox White, because as good as Maddox has played this year as a freshman, how strong and athletic he is, you throw in a senior who's been around this varsity level of competition for 3 or 4 years. It's just a completely different vibe. And, it just completely limited Maddox. I think he got a couple of decent looks, but he just didn't look comfortable.
Yeah, not much of a rhythm. Nope, didn't have much of a rhythm. And like you say, Castle, he's probably guarded a lot of the better players that's come through the ACAC in the last 3 years. Trey Yoder being one of those who, by the time he was a junior, senior, he had a good overall refined game. He could hit the outside shot and beat you off the dribble as well and get to the hoop. So, those are things if Maddox wants to take the next step, he'd have to develop those things throughout the season. Obviously in the off season, that's when you really get better. It's a great experience for him, learning experience that is, and we'll see if what has changed from that game to this one for those two guys from the outside.
Yeah, and that's something where the Tigers really feel like they need to have as those options.
Yeah.
I think you look at a lot of the biggest wins the Tigers have had this year, a lot of that has been those glue guys of Maddox and Max outside knocking them down. I think that South Adams game where the Starfires shut down Declan inside, I mean, that was kind of like coming out party for Maddox, I felt like.
Oh,
and
yeah.
Max kind of stepped up as well. Norwell, I believe Max was our player of the game against Norwell.
Yeah.
I know they both had a really good night there, too. So much so that when Woodland came to the Tiger Den, they ran a box and 1 against Maddox, or a triangle and 2 against Maddox and Max.
Yeah.
And it did throw the Tigers off their rhythm. Now they were able to adjust into it, but still something where people are paying attention to those two, and it's you just get that relief pressure, and it just opens up so much more inside.
Yeah, I mean, we saw it in that first quarter, opening quarter against Jay County, like what really Bluffton's offense at full force looks like. And it helps when you're making threes, of course, and that's not going to be Bluffton's offense all year as far as, having 4 or 5 shots from downtown go in for you. That'll help anybody's offense regardless of what the game plan actually is. But you can just see it really open up. Jay County was reeling at times on the fast break, and, there's open shots for Bluffton there, but they could have taken shots at the hoop as well. But, most of that paint was sectioned off by the trees that Jay County had. So, you just hope Bluffton comes out and is ready to go and is aggressive in a smart way to start this game, and they won't be short of motivation.
Yeah, I agree, and I think that aggression in a smart way is something very pivotal. And one thing I noticed watching that game a couple weeks ago in Monroeville was the aggression of Lonte Castle getting to the rim. He is going to attack with his right hand. He's going to drive right on the right side of the basket more times than not. And he's either going straight up at the rim or he's going to turn inside to his left side. And if you just kind of get into position, you embrace the contact, don't initiate the contact. And that's an easy way to stop his athleticism, is just by getting him into foul trouble.
Yeah, it's kind of a matter of just making a smart basketball play. I mean, I'm not going to say his IQ is low on the basketball court, but it's just being in position and ready to, possibly get an offensive foul called, because he does fly in there pretty blind at times.
And like I see it with on all teams and all things. Like, you get into those rhythms. I think there's times where, like, Declan and Gavin Greaser inside, they can score against some of these teams because they're just simply bigger and stronger against them, and they try to do that against Jay County. They're not going to be able to score that way. So it's being able to adapt to those other defenses, those other matchups, and is just a way of making you from a very competitive player to an elite player where you can score against all sorts of defensive pressure.
Yep.
So, interested to see what these lineups and these adjustments will be. I know Coach Sylvine is much younger than Coach Teagle, but still quite experienced and successful in his own right. Coach Teagle, one of the most celebrated coaches in the entire state. Excited to see what things will shake up to be. Before we do take our last break on this Christian Care Retirement Community pregame show, we're going to go ahead and introduce tonight's starting lineups for both squads. We'll start with the visiting team. They will be wearing red, the Heritage Patriots. The number 2, Lonte Castle, the senior guard. Another senior guard, number 3, Torian Brown. A guard, a junior, number 5, Lucas Taylor. At guard, a sophomore, number 14, Kingston Galentine. I think is that pivotal player. What can the Tigers do to adjust from that big-time game he had in Heritage? And then at forward, a sophomore, number 34, Nolan Bowers. Of course, they are led by Coach Kyle Sovine. And for the Tigers, they're going to be starting business as usual. That is going to be number 3, Marshall Gerber. I do have that typed out incorrectly. Marshall Gerber, number 3, a 5'8" senior guard. At guard, a 6'1" junior, number 20, Maxwell White. At forward, a 6'2" sophomore, number 23, Gavin Greaser. At forward, a 6'2" senior, number 30, Declan Greaser. And at guard, a 6'2" guard, freshman, number 32, Maddox White. Tigers are led by Coach Craig Teagle in his 3rd year with the Tigers. So we're going to take a quick break here, be back for the start of this contest in the Sprunger and Sprunger first quarter, all on Witness Media.
Building people's dreams for the past 19 years, Marquee Builders offers a complete design build experience. Whether you're looking to build a new home or just update your existing home, we offer a full range of construction services to Adams and the surrounding counties. If you need help visualizing your project, we have a full-time design staff that can work with you to create the look of your dreams. Big or small, the attention to detail and exceptional quality is what all of our customers have come to expect. Give us a call for your free consultation or stop in and visit us at our showroom in Berne.
On a winning team, players get the job done right the first time. At Helena Chemical Company, getting the job done right is the only job we have. During the growing season, we show customers how to grow stronger, more profitable crops with the Helena Acre, a production system that achieves higher yields and greater returns. A key product on the Helena Acre team is Hydrahume, an organic acid that gives crops a better chance to take up more nutrients and moisture for stronger returns at harvest. To learn more, go to helenaconnects.com.
At the University of St. Francis, we believe everyone's made for greatness. Here, students are inspired to reach higher, academically, personally, and spiritually. We're not just shaping minds, we're forming servant leaders with purpose and heart. Rooted in faith and tradition, we prepare students to live lives of virtue, service, and joy. This is where faith meets reason, and where students discover who they're truly called to be. Discover greater.
Passion. It's inside the barn at 5 a.m. It's dirty boots, calloused hands, and the energy to keep going. Passion is every step, again and again. Passion. It's giving it the best you've got. It's hard work that pays off. Show right. Feed your passion.
Do you need repairs done on your farm equipment or grain handling equipment? Maybe you need steps or a railing made, livestock gates, or your wife's favorite chair. Ironclad Metalworks is who you need. We specialize in agribusiness welding and fabricating. We have the skills you need to get the job done correctly, from existing equipment repairs to new fabrications. No project is too big or too small, we can do it all. Do you have an idea but can't seem to bring it to life? Stop by and let us help you make your ideas a reality. Come see us at 620 Berne Street in Berne or call 260-525-0471.
Ace is the only hardware retailer that carries Benjamin Moore paint at over 3,800 stores. With Benjamin Moore's premium quality, huge selection of colors, plus Ace's award-winning service, you can be confident you're getting the best. Then buy in store or online for curbside pickup or free delivery. When you want the best, Benjamin Moore paint from Ace. Around the block, what you need in stock, with people who know their paint. Your local Ace has everything you need, and since we're right around the block, we'll deliver your paint for free.
Ace is the place with the helpful hardware, folks.
Take charge of your finances with Financial Partners. FCU's You Choose Rewards credit card options. Choose a fixed rate card with an APR as low as 8.00% for consistent payments. Need a fresh start with credit? The Premier card offers a fixed 13.99% APR. Both require credit approval. Apply today at financialpartnersfcu.org. Financial Partners FCU. Member NCUA. Equal housing lender.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to the Tiger Den. Land of 1,000 Dances playing thanks to the pep band. Direction of Mr. Evan Callow, always sounding great here in the Tiger Den. As Bluffton Heritage getting ready to tip, bring in the Freedom Automotive Group scoreboard. Experience the ultimate freedom at Freedom Automotive Group of Bluffton. Our dedicated team is committed to going above and beyond to ensure you feel at ease in our showroom. with our hassle-free financing options customized to meet your unique financial situation. Patriots get the tip, seeing if they can strike first, saying, hey, that first game was not a fluke. Torian Brown trying to make his impact inside, kicking it out to Galentine. Galentine's first three is no good, rebounded by Gavin Greaser. Great look, though, by the Patriots.
Yeah. Something you want to limit is Galentine's open threes, and he had one there.
Tigers wearing white, Patriots in red. Seeing if the Tigers can get this first strike here as Maddox White's going to take it to the short corner, finding Gavin inside, setting things back up to Gerber. And Greaser's going to try to make things work, and he does with a little hook shot. Get Declan Greaser for the first bucket. Lonte Castle. And one of the quicker, more explosive players that you'll see in the ACAC.
Yeah.
Torian Brown as well. Can't get that layup to go. Rebound goes to Max White. I just feel like they can go from 0 to 50 real quick.
Yeah. And I mean, that's part of their game. That's how they play. Max White.
Tigers going to love that if Max White's going to be open in the corner for three as they take an early 5-0 lead here in the Sprunger and Sprunger first quarter.
Bauer's not much of a factor that first game.
Couldn't get that one to go either. I don't know how anybody had an opportunity to be a factor offensively with the game Galentine had.
Yeah.
I know talking to you before that one, like, man, Torian Brown, Lonte Castle, they're just tough matchups.
Yeah.
And all of a sudden, I think you texted me or I texted you, it's like, what's going on with this Galentine guy?
Yeah. And really, it was a pretty close first half as he's going to get Greaser on a travel there. But Galentine had at least 14-15 at the half, if I can recall correctly.
Yeah, because being a sophomore, I don't think he really played on the varsity last year, at least from what I remember. If he did, just some rotational minutes, but he's definitely had that coming out party for sure. I think talking to some other people, it's like he's had some solid games, but it was really that one was the big one. And according to notes by our cameraman tonight, Jonah Geisel, put some stuff together. Galentine is averaging nearly 15 points per game.
Yeah, that's pretty good.
As turnover committed by number 5, Lucas Taylor, courtesy of Declan Greaser. Maddox White going to try to get to the rim. Thinks the wiser of it. Try a second attempt at it. Kicks it right back out to Marshall Gerber. Tigers get their offense set up. The crossing of the White brothers with the picks by the Greasers. Max with another look from the corner, and he knocks it out again. And that's going to be a Coach Sovine timeout as the Tigers early 8-0, 4:48 to go in the Sprunger first. We'll be back on Witness Media.
Finally found the perfect car in Racing Blue. You even got them to throw in the LED fog lights for free. Auto Owners insures your car because some people never learn to parallel park. That's simple human sense.
Call Toby, Kyle, Barb, or Mark for your insurance needs today.
Keep going, more.
Understanding our values allows us to make decisions on the best use of money. There's 4 things that we can do with it. We can live, we can give, we can owe, and we can grow.
What are we spending money on? What causes are we wanting to support? From an O perspective, debt, taxes. But then growing, what is that we're saving towards?
We believe that if we can help our clients manage the O and grow, it will give them great freedom to live and give.
Contact us for a free consultation and we'll help you get started.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to the Tiger Den. Quick timeout taken by Coach Sovine, trying to put an end to this 8-0 run. If you're a Tiger fan, you got to love that early timeout, though.
Oh, yeah. If you have the other team call the first timeout, that's usually a very good sign. Unless Coach Lysing's sitting on the other side. He could call a timeout for whatever reason, but happy to be up 8-0.
Love Coach Lysing. But those timeouts, definitely we called that one?
Yeah.
Torian Brown kicking it out to Lante Castle. Back up to
Bowers.
Bowers,
Yep.
Thank you. Yeah. And I didn't call that semifinal contest, so I'm not as fully sharpened with these Patriots, but no, it's just kind of very similar matchups across the board. Castle going to try to take a three off the front rim. Rebound, though. Nice board
Good
there
rebound.
by Taylor.
Yeah, that's a good double there by Marshall. And they're going to say that's off of Galentine, too.
Yeah, anytime that those players are driving in and they have their back towards the primary side of the court, it just leaves them exposed to those pesky guards like Gerber.
Yeah.
As Tigers looking to capitalize on a turnover. Maddox White going to take a look from three, and he's got to knock it down as well.
Yeah, Declan on a smaller Taylor down low, but he elected to shoot the three, and Bluffton is up 11-0.
Good to get that momentum rolling from deep, as neither Max or Maddox really much of a factor earlier in this matchup. Torian Brown, nice little shot fake, catches Gavin on it. Got a post.
You can kind of tell Heritage wants to get it inside first. Their game isn't shoot first three. They want to get in there just like Brown did in that play.
Put it into an 11-0 run to start this contest. Torian Brown, I do like that post move there by Torian. I remember that always being something we were taught. Everybody has to know how to post up.
Yeah.
You're going to be guarded by your position. As Maddox's three from the corner falls long. As Patriots you got to chip away at this one. Still plenty of ball game to go. Galentine, open three, no good. Nice strong rebound there by Max White.
He's had two good looks.
Yeah, I think Coach Teagle a little frustrated by how open that one was. I think Gavin got his hand up a little late on it, but enough to at least obstruct the view a little bit. Max White with the three
a little bit
from
of a heat check.
Yeah, off the screen. Not a typical look from Max, but Gerber there to clean it up. Declan Greaser holding off Torian Brown and getting the rebound one-handed, drawing the foul.
Good rebound and good strong move to draw two.
Declan Greaser will shoot the first free throws here in the Sprunger and Sprunger first quarter. Founded by Corey and Allison Sprunger, from adoption to advanced elder law planning and everything in between. Sprunger and Sprunger is a full-service law firm with offices in Berne, Bluffton, Portland, Wayndale, Angola, and Fort Wayne. It is easy and convenient to visit Sprunger and Sprunger for all your legal needs. Declan knocks down that first. I know that was a frustrating point of emphasis the other night from Coach Teagle, as the Tigers did not shoot free throws quite as well as they had in their last home contest. And that would have been the loss against Jay County, where the Tigers have really been around 70% free throw shooting. Tigers let a lot left on the charity stripe.
Yeah, and that's a game where I don't want to say points were hard to come by. It was a good defensive effort from both teams, but a low-scoring game where every point is, you can't afford to give the charity stripe ones up.
Gavin. That foul committed by Gavin Greaser. These Patriots looking just one field goal so far. It was a post up by Torian Brown. Galentine had a couple good looks. Castles looked once from deep as well. Castle's gonna
They're really not looking to really score from outside. As Brown misses one from deep.
Strong rebound there by newly entered Griffin Morgan off the Torian Brown miss from three. As Max White, nice spin move. He's going to pull up from about the short corner. He's going to knock it down.
That's 8 in the quarter for Max.
I think Max has really kind of come into his own this year as a junior. Real first time getting varsity minutes. I think he got a few later in the season last year. I think he started splitting 3 and 2 JV varsity. Maddox doing a nice read there, deflecting that one out of bounds. but really kind of going from a JV player to a starter just from the jump. He's adjusted well this year.
Yeah, comparable. I mean, he was getting probably about Chase Kistler minutes last year on and off.
And Kistler definitely won't see him this quarter. He did play a couple quarters on the JV, trying to get him some more confidence offensively, I would feel like. I think
get some reps in.
Yeah. It's always the tough thing about, we'll talk a little bit more about that during the halftime, but it's always tough getting those reps in game time situations. Lonte Castle from the corner. He's going to knock it down. May just be what the Patriots need to get that lid off. As Tigers got about 10 seconds to go here, about when they like to run their last set of the quarters. Nice, tough defense by Torian Brown, making it tough for Gerber to get anywhere he wants to go. Finds
nice
Griffin
find.
Morgan.
Oh, they're going to get Gerber on a travel there.
His feet did kind of slide a little bit there, but that is courtesy of the Torian Brown.
Yep.
I mean, Brown is just
he's a menace. Yeah, he's been a menace on the defensive end since he started getting heavy varsity minutes.
Yeah, I remember us talking about that as his sophomore year as the heave. I don't think it would have counted anyway. Into the first. Bluffton 15, Heritage 5 on that Freedom Automotive Group scoreboard. We'll be back for the Baumgartner Attorneys second on Witness Media.
For nearly 70 years, Baumgartner Attorneys have provided dependable legal services to you, your parents, and your grandparents.
With both Dave and Nick Baumgartner providing legal services, you can be assured that we'll be here for generations to come. Whether your legal needs include estate planning, estate settlements, real estate, corporations, LLCs, or personal injury, we're here to serve you.
So come and visit us in Berne or call 589-3139. Baumgartner Attorneys, legal services for you and your family.
These days, peace of mind starts at your front door. Innovative Concepts has been helping protect families for over 30 years with our trusted security experience. From smart cameras to burglary alarm systems with local 24/7 monitoring, we install it all. With a low monthly monitoring fee, protecting what matters most has never been easier. Call Innovative Concepts Audio Video today to schedule your free in-home consultation.
Heritage won the tip, so Bluffton gets to start the second with possession. Just an unfortunate turnover, like wiping out a Griffin Morgan lay-in there. Seeing if the Tigers can strike back. As Morgan at the basket, reverse with his left, and he does. Griffin Morgan. Tigers started that first quarter with an 11-0 run. Seeing if they can get that momentum packed back on here in the second quarter. Brown mishandles the catch, but this the dribble anyway. Castle from the wing, and he knocks it down. His second three of the contest.
He's one of those trio that you don't want to let get much confidence, because we saw in that tournament game it just took one to really have confidence in that first half to keep him in it, and then they pulled away in that second half. They're going to get
number 12.
Miles Harris for a push.
As Maddox trying to get it in. Tough, long arms.
Yeah. I think Maddox was really looking around the basket for a dump-in play, but Gerber was pretty well open that whole time.
Declan Grieser near the hook shot. He's going to get sent back to the line. 2 for 2 in the first. See if he can keep that rolling here in the Baumgartner Attorneys second. For nearly 75 years, Baumgartner Attorneys have provided superior legal services to the families of Adams, Wells, and Jay counties. That foul does go against Torian Brown, his first. But I do feel like
that's his second.
His second foul?
Yeah.
As Grieser does knock them both down. As Brown driving it around Griffin Morgan. Can't get that one to go, but nice strong rebound there by number 23, Garrett Oliver. And a foul going to be committed by Griffin Morgan. Nice crash there by the sophomore Oliver.
That's one thing with Heritage. Some of those role players, they're looking to contribute anyway, and part of that is crashing the glass. I think they had 2 offensive boards there by some of their guys that don't have quite the responsibility on offense.
Yeah, I think, was that Braden Walter 2 years ago in the ACAC tournament game on that putback, and those offensive rebounds can make or break a team.
I want to say that was his first points of the game.
I think so, yeah. One of the better athletes to go through the Heritage Halls in these past few years. As
Tough.
Declan can't get it to go. Griffin's going to clean it up. He can get swatted by number 12, Harris, but Griffin gets the putback for 2. As a 3 by Oliver is going to be off the mark. Nice strong board, though, by Castle. He's going to go back up with his left hand. Can't get it to go. Greaser with it. He's going to push it himself. Slowing things down, though, as he sees 3 red jerseys in front of him. Tigers 21, Patriots 8. Max White from the corner. He's going to knock it down, make it 24-8.
Just playing with so much more confidence. I mean, that's not the easiest shot to take, fading, coming off the catch there for Max White.
Is that 3 threes now?
That's his 3rd, yep.
All 3 kind of in that same general area, as well as Torian Brown's going to try to get his, but can't get it to go. Nice chase down board by Griffin Morgan. Yeah, I can't imagine. That's a shot that he decided to take before catching the ball, too, with how quick of a release it was.
Bluffton in a pretty good rhythm here on offense. And Heritage still kind of looking to get into it.
Declan got a nice little up and under. Can't get it to go, though. Griffin Morgan with the putback left, blocked, I believe, by Harris, as the Patriots going to try to put an end to the 7-0 run for Bluffton.
And that's the thing. If you're Griff, I mean, it's tough to say pass up on the layup, but that's almost one as Harris knocks down a triple.
As Coach Sovine's going to take his second timeout, we're going to take it with them. Tigers 24, Patriots 11. We'll be back here on Witness Media.
Steve Rich has been serving all of Adams County as a Good Neighbor State Farm agent from his office in Decatur since 1980. For all of your auto, home, life, and business insurance, Steve can show you what being a good neighbor is all about. Call or text Steve at 728-2933 or stop by his office at 230 South 2nd Street in Decatur from 9 a.m. to 5 p.m. Monday through Friday. He can even meet you in the evening or on Saturday by appointment. All your insurance needs under one roof. To combine and save, talk with State Farm agent Steve Rich.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to the Tiger Den. A couple substitutions for the Tigers. Gavin Greaser back in, and Chase Kistler getting his first varsity time here tonight. But I think Miles Harris being a big factor here, both defensively primarily, but knocking down a triple for Heritage. As nice half-court screen by Declan. Chase with it to Max. Nice little shot fake. Floater inside, and he gets it to go. Max White.
Yeah, he's picking them apart. I think Galentine's been his primary defender there.
I think that's just exposing the defensive adjustment, right? They gotta respect him on the outside.
Declan on a forearm to Galentine's chest.
Yeah, you do see that quite often of those kind of people cutting through the lane. Like there may be a little bit of contact there, but again, you can't extend it. You can't lower your shoulder. As Castle, I believe, leading the Patriots here tonight.
Yeah, he's got 6.
Yeah, and the foul going to be committed by Kistler as Lucas Taylor taking it to the line. I'm going to say that's on the shot as well. First trip to the line for the Heritage Patriots here today, and we're going to convert on the first.
What's something that you've noticed, just having watched both games, and obviously Bluffton's offense is cooking right now, but just from Heritage, I mean, in my opinion, their body language and aggression, I don't see where that intensity was in that tournament game to this one.
Yeah, I agree, and I think there's something like playing in front of your home crowd is always going to be a big factor.
Right. Yep.
That's why home court advantage is a thing. It's just you don't have to get on the bus or anything. It's just a quick turnaround and whatnot. But also, the afternoon game, I can't help but think that that's playing a factor. But then it's hard to beat a good team twice. And a big factor into that, I think, is just the mental part of it. Bluffton came into this game with a chip on their shoulder, something to prove, whereas Heritage like, well, we already beat them once. May just beat them again.
Yeah. I mean, I agree. I agree wholeheartedly with that. I just think, regardless of what had happened in that game, you're 4-0 and you want to win a regular season tournament. I'd think, man, I'd be fired up for this game, whether it's Southern Wells or whoever it is.
Yeah, and I agree too, because that was something in the back of my mind. Like, Heritage is playing for an ACAC championship.
Yeah.
It is in their hands to get to
Set
that
themselves
matchup.
up for that opportunity. Yeah.
Yeah, destiny is in their hands. Bluffton trying to play spoiler. Not quite sure what a 3-team tiebreaker would be if Heritage were to fall tonight and then beat Jay County, I believe, next week. That's something for others to figure out.
Yeah. Gibson Grease are getting some action here in the second.
And, we got to keep in mind, too, like, they are teenage student athletes. Some days you just have bad days.
Yeah, they just ate too much for lunch.
Yeah, as a turnover committed by Greaser there. It's Lonte Castle bringing this up for the Patriots. I do think defensively, Tigers doing a nice job of minimizing the looks for Galentine specifically.
Yeah.
As Oliver kicking it up to Castle. Galentine's going to try to take that one from the corner. Rims out around, but no good. That rebound's bouncing all around, and it's going to get picked up by Oliver, and the foul's going to be committed, I believe, by Gavin Greaser.
Yeah.
Now they're going to say number 4.
No.
Gibson Greaser. As Maddox White checks back in. And I think offensively for Bluffton, I think the Maddox and Max are just the screens seemed a little bit more intentional, and they're getting open. And the foul's going to be second one by Gibson Greaser. But good foul. Again, you can't let Galentine just get the easy bucket at the.
Yeah.
Galentine's first is no good. As Miles Harris checks back in for Heritage. He's got a couple blocks already defensively, hit that 3. A tall, lanky junior as Galentine knocks down the second, his first point of the contest.
See if that sparks anything in Galentine, because he's been, after every miss that's been in and out seemingly, been shaking his head. And for a young guy, young shooter, we'll see what he's made of.
Gibson gets it into Gavin. Maddox with it at the top of the key. Recollects himself. Marshall now taking it at baseline. Going to draw the blocking foul committed by number 34, Nolan Bowers. Tigers back to the starting lineup here as Max White checks in for Gibson. Tries to thread the needle. Declan almost gets it, but then he's going to lose it and get the foul called against him. Going to send Galentine to the line to shoot 2. Just a tough look for Maddox to find anybody.
Yeah.
Heritage did not give any opens.
Yeah. Really stinks to give up free throws, especially to the one player that really cooked you the last meeting. Really don't want to give him any form of confidence, as the game is still very, very young.
Galentine does knock down the first. Yeah, especially as we're nearing the halftime break. Sometimes that just halftime message.
Yeah.
And a flip of the court, too. Sometimes you just need to be on the other basket to get rolling. And as he's now knocked down 3 straight free throws, maybe, like you said, that is just the little bit of confidence he needs to get the ball rolling. Tigers leading on this Freedom Automotive Group scoreboard all night. 26-16 right now here in the Bumgarner Attorneys second. Max White done a lot of damage here in this first half.
Good fake.
Can't get that one to go. Galentine's going to try to get his first field goal. But pulling things up. Castle now, take that aggressive drive. Can't get that floater to go. Rebound by Harris. He's back up and off the glass for 2. Back down to 8 as Coach Teagle's going to take a 30-second timeout. We'll take that one with them. Be back on Witness Media.
You're not just a homeowner. You're also a double-pane window that apparently weighs 800 pounds owner. An inconveniently located electrical outlet owner. And a kitchen floor made for triple axles owner. Fortunately, you're also an American Standard owner, which means you've got heating and cooling built and tested to keep going, no matter what happens. American Standard Heating and Air Conditioning, built to a higher standard.
Or American Standard dealer, Don Myers, Plumbing, Heating, and Cooling.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to the Tiger Den following the timeout by Coach Teagle. Patriots, I believe, are on a 7-0 run here in the second quarter. Coach Teagle trying to settle things in for his Bluffton squad. Heritage coming out in a man-to-man press.
Heritage inching their way back into this game, really just doing what they do best. Scrap, get looks at the rim and putbacks and free throws.
Oh, is Maddox fortunate there. Yeah, it's a team that you can never write off just with the way that they play. Is
right.
A tough look from Gavin Greaser.
Yeah, I think he was looking for a foul there. Looked like one, but the ref saw it otherwise.
Yeah, I think maybe got some hands on the ball and just made it a tougher shot, but Gavin was able to power through, so he's still the last one to touch it. As Heritage, man, getting this back into single digits. Have a chance to make it a 2-possession game on this possession. As the hook shot there by Bowers can't get it to go.
Good defense there by Griff. And if you're Heritage, you got to be pretty happy, especially with having been down just 15 at the beginning of this quarter, to have it in single digits.
Maddox thought about it, but nice quick hands by Castle, making it a tough look. Coach Teagle calling out the set for Gerber as they get reconfigured. Gavin with it now. It does seem more intentional screens by the Tigers here.
Yeah.
As Maddox, it looks like Tigers just kind of chipping away at this game clock here.
Good on-ball defense there by Taylor.
And they're going to take it with about 5 seconds to go. Gerber to the rim. Can't find Max White in the corner as the turnover with 1.7 seconds to go. Two very similar possessions that end the quarters. Heritage have a little bit more time here to see if they can actually get something to fall. Going to be a tough.
Get it to Harris, back to Galentine.
Galentine's floater off the back of the glass and no good. At the half, it is Bluffton 26, Heritage 18 on that Freedom Automotive Group scoreboard. We're going to take a quick break, be back for the Berne Ready Mix halftime show here on Witness Media.
Freedom Chrysler Dodge Jeep in Bluffton is where power meets adventure. From Ram trucks built to work to Chryslers built for your family and Jeeps built to explore, we've got it all. Freedom Chrysler Dodge Jeep. Your road starts here.
Are you in the market for a used vehicle, or are you looking for a rental van or trailer? CMA Truck and Auto provides a variety of vehicles in a variety of price ranges, and Swiss City Vans offers rental services for a range of equipment. We invite you to visit us in person at the south edge of Berne on US 27, or to visit us online at cmatruckandauto.com, where you can sort our inventory by price range. You can also visit our Facebook page, where we keep in touch with our customers and promote giveaways. Enjoy the vehicle buying process without hidden fees or high-pressure sales at CMA.
Ms. Lehman Realtors and Auctioneers have been serving this great community since 1960.
We are here to help you through all stages of life.
From commercial properties
to auctions,
to farmland and equipment,
and owning your first home.
We have the expertise and experience you can count on.
Visit us in person or online at mslehman.com.
Are you looking for a place where Christian values meets compassionate care? Christian Care Retirement Community has an independent living, assisted living, specialized memory care, and their new short-term rehabilitation program designed for the best in recovery. The mission of Christian Care is enriching senior living with Christian values and compassionate service, rooted in faith, guided by love, and dedicated to respect and stewardship. Join them in the experience to support community where Christian values shine through. Christian Care Retirement Community, where faith and care come together.
When I wear Betsy's clothes, I feel confident. I feel like everything is very flattering. It's stylish, but yet modest. Her actual brand, those are my favorite clothes. Betsy stands out because her prices stay consistent. I like that she keeps her prices affordable, but I also like that it's trendy stuff too. So if you have an event coming up, you can always find something fun, something colorful, something different that not everybody else is gonna have.
I'm Phyllis Rice, and I've lived here just 1 year. I fell and broke my hip, and so walking is the best thing for me. And this is a wonderful place to walk.
Here at Adams Woodcrest, we offer assisted living with your independence in mind. We welcome your small furry friends. Come enjoy an outdoor stroll on our lovely grounds or participate in numerous activities with friends and residents. Adams Woodcrest is extraordinary living where everyone is family.
Are you sick of working 12-hour shifts and weekends at your current job? Come join our team at Smith Brothers Berne, where we pride ourselves in providing our employees with a family atmosphere, a Monday through Friday work week, and a clean and air-conditioned work environment. Our employees are not required to wear uniforms and can listen to music while they work. Starting wages are $16 to $21 an hour at the end of their first year, with yearly bonus incentives and a competitive benefits package. Apply online at smithbrothersfurniture.com or in person at 356 Monroe Street in Berne.
At Freedom Chevrolet, it's more than cars and trucks. It's people. From the friendly faces who greet you to the service techs who treat your vehicle like their very own. And a sales team who listens and cares. It's neighbors serving neighbors. That's Freedom Chevrolet. Experience the difference today at Freedom Chevrolet in Bluffton.
At FM Investment Services, we continue to serve and advise our clients with dedication and experience, and our team includes 2 registered investment professionals. Lee Flickinger, with over 30 years of experience helping clients navigate their financial journeys, and Lori Garwood, bringing more than 25 years of investment expertise to the table. Together, Lee and Lori are committed to helping you achieve your financial goals, and supporting them is Tina Marbaugh, administrative assistant, who has 4.5 years of experience in the investment field. Call us today, 260-368-9939 to schedule your consultation. FM Investment Services, experience you can trust, advice you can count on.
In the heart of our community, we're more than just a school. Our dedicated staff ignites curiosity, critical thinking, collaboration, and creativity. With a range of programs, we nurture talents and build leaders. Our students excel driven by passion and support. Every success is a testament to hard work. Adams Central, where dedicated staff and student success go hand in hand.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to the Tiger Den here on Witness Media as the Bluffton Tigers lead the Heritage Patriots 26-18 on the Freedom Automotive Group scoreboard. We get started here on the Berne Ready Mix halftime show. From new homes and backyard projects to factories and farms, we offer experience and service you can count on. Visit us at 155 East Buckeye Street in Berne or online at www.bernereadymix.com. Tigers got off to a big 11-0 run to start this contest, but to end the half, Heritage I have on a 7-0 run.
Yeah.
What did you see there late in the second quarter that allowed Heritage to kind of claw back into this one?
Well, Bluffton's offense kind of stagnated just a little bit, and I want to give credit to Heritage defense there as Brown was in a little bit of foul trouble with 2. Who was that, Lucas Taylor? Yeah, Lucas Taylor came in and really, I don't want to say matched Torian Brown's defense because I hadn't really seen Torian bring that aggression yet this game, but overall had great on-ball defense throughout that, towards the end of that second half on Marshall Gerber, making it tough for Bluffton to really initiate what was free-flowing there in that first quarter.
And I think that's just what I've enjoyed about watching Torian these past couple of years is just that aggression that he brings defensively. Like, he's not going to allow anybody to be comfortable, and you definitely saw that there. And then for Oliver too, like, he's going to be feeling that pressure every day in practice, so he's going to know what it's like, and he's trying to return the favor on somebody else.
Yeah, and another player for Heritage there that I don't want to say kept them in it, but had some very timely buckets was Miles Harris. He had 5 in the quarter, 1 from downtown. For Heritage tonight or this afternoon, I mean, kind of tough going as far as getting some quality buckets to go down for you. You had good quality looks, but you got to have the 2 for 2 there. You have to have a decent look, and you got to have it go down for you. So Heritage, I'm sure they're not thrilled that they're down in this game at all, but how the game's been going, being down at 15 at one point, I'm sure they're not really sweating too much about being down 8 right now going into the second half.
It's a team that has a lot of scoring options. I know you're saying those 3 for sure with Torian Brown, Lonte Castle, and Kingston Galentine, but Harris is definitely being one that's like, hey, like, I'm going to be a factor into this as well.
Yeah. Him and Taylor have gotten some offensive rebounds, and whether they're the ones scoring or not, I mean, that's another opportunity for Heritage to get back on the board.
And speaking of scoring, what do you have for both teams so far?
So for Heritage, Torian Brown with 2, Lucas Taylor with 2, Kingston Galentine with 3, Miles Harris with 5, and Lonte Castle with 6, both from downtown. Moving on to Bluffton here, Maddox White with 3, Griff Morgan with 4, Declan Greaser with 6, and Max White leading all scorers with 13.
And for Max, what do you see for him to kind of keep that momentum rolling, especially early on in that half? He was feeling it from the corner.
Yeah.
I mean, does switching sides of the court affect a shooter like him?
I mean, when you get it rolling, even if it's a shot or two, it really shouldn't. You may not, you could maybe miss all your shots in the second half and not even get that great of quality of looks. We've seen that from time to time from really him and his brother throughout the year, and part of that is just the defense adjusting. But what really impressed me was Max getting to that mid-range because that's something that, it's almost a lost art nowadays. It's either threes or layups or something kind of close around the rim. But Max got to the mid-post a few times on a few drives, and it's like, wow, he really is putting Galentine out of position because he's either thinking, he's going to shoot a 3 or pass it up. And when Max is able to have the 3-ball falling like he has, it really opens a lot up for him to be able to get where he needs to go, and he's capable of knocking down that mid-range shot.
Excited to see kind of what happens here in the second half as the Tigers and Patriots. The Tigers need a little bit of help. I don't know if it's even possible for them to be ACAC champions, but may as well give it the best shot as possible. Spoiled it for Heritage at the least. As we wrap up here on this Berne Ready Mix halftime show, got a couple other updates of Tiger athletics and wrestling action today at their regional. Jake Boots and Parker Barnes both placed 3rd, and Will Frettinger 4th, so they will all be advancing to next week's semi-state at the Memorial Coliseum up in Fort Wayne. On the swimming side of things, the Lady Tiger Sharks are in the sectional finals in the championship heat tonight. That'll include the 200 medley relay team of Tess Freiger, Addie Atkins, Kirsten Reed, Anna Zerker. Atkins in the 200 free, Freiger and Addie Fichter in the 50. Atkins in the 500 free, Fichter, Freiger, Atkins, Reed in the 200 relay, Tess Freiger in the 100 back, and then the 400 free relay of Zerker, Kai Linderwell, Chloe Lesh, and Emily Hansen. So good luck to those swimmers as they competed at sectional finals tonight.
First play of that second half, Sovine elected to post up Maddox White, and Galentine took it right to him and got a deuce.
So the Patriots now making it a 9-0 lead, bringing it over from the first half. As Declan Greaser tries to muscle one up, but nice defense there by Bowers to deny him inside. There's Galentine from the corner. He's going to knock it down. That momentum, I think, is all on Galentine's side now.
Yep.
As Coach Teagle's going to try to put an end to it with a timeout. Tigers 26, Patriots 23. We'll be back on Witness Media.
At Swiss Village, our mission is simple: pursuing life together. Every day, we create a community where life is full, active, and meaningful. Here, neighbors become friends, team members feel like family, and every moment matters. Whether you're searching for a vibrant place to live or a rewarding place to work, you'll find it here at Swiss Village. Swiss Village, pursuing life together. Learn more at swissvillage.org.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to the Tiger Den. It's been all Kingston Galentine so far in this K&N Carpet third quarter. Coach Teagle taking a timeout, trying to get that defensive adjustment made, but it's been a long time for the Tigers to get in the scoring column as well. A 12-0 run for the Patriots. Seeing what this adjustment can do for Bluffton.
Good pressure there by Brown.
As Max White from the corner, same type of corner, gonna knock it down. Saying, Vandy, you're not a shooter. You don't know what it's like to switch courts. 10 feet on both ends, so he's going to knock it down. As nice little take in by Galentine. He's keeping that ball rolling. But Tigers back in the scoring column, so seeing if they can build on that one. As Max in the opposite corner now. Up to Marshall. He's going to try to find Declan inside. Going to work against Bowers. Kicking it out to Max.
Good fake.
Yep. Lots of hands from Galentine there.
And Max got there because Galentine knew, well, this kid just has hit 4 threes on me. I'm not going to let him hit another. Well, he got right around him there and drew the foul.
It's just great basketball IQ there by Max.
Yeah.
Just knowing that they're going to be overcommitting to the shot now.
Right.
And he's shown plenty of times this season, even tonight, that he can get to the rim and be effective in the paint.
Yep.
As Gavin trying to post up against number 5, Taylor, as Maddox going to take a pull up. Can't get it to go. Brown with the board. As Maddox.
Good anticipation there.
Gets the deflection. Max is going to get the steal, though. As Bluffton now with it once again. Looking inside to Declan. He's going to go up around Bowers. Off the glass, and no. Castle's going to get the board and push it himself.
Yeah, and this is where they're very dangerous because they can get to the hoop quick as Taylor leaves that 3 off.
It's a rebound. Goes to Bowers. Foul against Declan Greaser.
I think that's going to be his 3rd.
And Coach Teagle is going to the bench, bringing in Griffin Morgan. And Declan kind of probably seeming to be the focal point of the Patriot defense tonight, just from my perception. Bowers doing a nice job of not allowing anything easy for sure. As he's going to get the mismatch inside against
that's
Gerber.
tough because Griff went to help off of him, and Galentine hit his 2nd triple of the quarter.
Just great court awareness, situational awareness by the Patriots. And Griffin, as much of an impact he is defensively inside, if he doesn't know necessarily on the defense for the shooters, left that mark because he knew Marshall needed the help, and it just costly.
Looks like they're going to get Taylor on the ground there.
Tigers lead just by 1. They have led this entire contest so far, but this Heritage team, very gritty. They're going to have a chance to take the lead here on this one. As that pass just slips through the hands of Marshall Gerber.
I mean, this is a big assignment for Maddox. He's got Galentine who's got it rolling right now. And so far, Galentine, he's going to post him up here as Gavin tips it out of bounds.
There's a little bit of momentum being built there by the Tigers on that deflection. not going to change anything necessarily, but at least, hey, we can get some things going in our direction. So do feed Bowers. Maddox got to stay close
that's
to
okay.
Galentine.
Yeah, he hasn't really proven that he's going to hurt you from anywhere.
We'd like to see Griffin helping Bowers up there. And I think still athletically physical game, but nothing.
Yeah, nothing malicious so far.
Actually do like seeing that sportsmanship being shown. Yeah, for that dig in there, I'd like that coming from Gerber because Brown, as lethal as he can be, hasn't necessarily gotten that momentum going that Galentine has. So good read there by Gerber to dig away at that post up. Maddox with the floater, left hand, can't get it to go. Lonte Castle gets the board after letting that go. Galentine open at the top, and he's going to make the Tigers pay. First lead of the contest for the Patriots, 31-29, 3:48 in this K&N Carpet third quarter. And that first half only matters so much. It's what's going to be at the end. It's going to be a blocking foul against Lonte Castle.
Maddox did extend that arm, but I think they were going to get Castle on a flop there because I don't think Maddox is going to be able to do that to Castle quite that easily.
And definitely like whipping his head back a couple times, kind of those signs of it. Like Maddox's arm was down in the torso area.
Yeah.
So veteran officiating crew around here seeing that. Tigers, and just one field goal here in the third, looking to get back on the scoring column.
And Brown just making it uncomfortable enough that Bluffton can't really penetrate quite like they were in that first quarter.
I believe it's a 20-3 run for the Patriots right now. Tigers led 26-11, now 31-29 Patriots. Griffin Morgan tried to put it into it, can't go. Torian Brown, though, he's got the rebound, splitting between the Tigers and going to draw the foul. Here in the K&N Carpet third quarter, it's been all Patriots. K&N Carpet has been locally owned and family operated for over 50 years, with various carpet, hardwood, ceramic, laminate, vinyl, LVT, and area rugs. See the experts at K&N Carpet, 12108 US 27 South in Fort Wayne. Patriots striking again, almost, can't quite. Galentine misses. Tigers fight over the rebound together. As Griffin, extra sportsmanship helping out on a fast break. As Max with it in the corner. He likes the opposite corner from what I've been able to tell.
You wonder how long Coach Teagle elects to keep Declan out. He agrees he's going to look to kick it out to Maddox for the bomb.
And he knocks it down, giving the Tigers the lead once again. Maddox White. Good hand in the face, too. I almost thought he got a piece of it.
Yeah.
Castle's going to try.
That's not Castle's game.
I think he's got two so far.
He does have
today.
two, but if you've noticed, it's when the ball moves around and he's in rhythm. That one was kind of a dribble into, and
it seemed like a very much of a response effort as Max White can't get that quick shot to go. Castle,
this is his game right here, going right to the hoop. Good take there by Maddox. No call, though. No harm, as Castle did miss.
As
it's going to be Bluffton ball.
Yeah, as that one, Castle is going to be talking to the official about that one. That one, I don't know, like kind of both ways. Like in a way, like I could see that blocking foul being called. I think Maddox almost got to the position in time, but it's like, did he really give him that chance to land?
Yeah, I think Maddox knew exactly what to do, but he was just kind of moving just enough to be like, okay, well, probably better that the ref didn't call anything.
Yeah. As the rebound going out off of Brown, I believe. Declan Greaser is back in.
Foot on the baseline.
Kind of the old Purdue end zone issue here sometimes where you paint the black end zone and the black out of bounds line, and it gets to be confusing sometimes and you get a receiver thinking he got a touchdown. Sorry, Coach Kunkel, if you watch this on replay. As Castle tries to get to the rim, loses it. Maddox with the steal to Gavin, and Gavin going to get the board as Castle smacks the backboard, shakes it.
Gavin with his first 2 of the contest.
Tigers now 4 in a row for them. Sorry, 5 in a row. As Brown's going to try to prove me wrong, and he does as he knocks down the 3. Coach Silvine's going to take a full timeout. We'll take that one with them. Be back here on Witness Media.
At Belmont, your career starts in the classroom. With 16 career and technical education programs, we are the home of the biggest collection in Adams and Wells County. From arts to trade to business. We are Belmont. Good at learning, good at life.
At Fisher Dental, we fix teeth. We also develop relationships with our patients to create lifelong friends.
Here at Fisher Dental, we clean, extract, and fill teeth. We also make crowns, bridges, partials, and dentures.
At Fisher Dental, we like smiles. And remember, we've got your back. And your teeth.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to the Tiger Den. Tigers, Patriots, got ourselves quite the ball game here this afternoon. You have a new substitution for Heritage. Number 15, Nick Seaver, is in, as looks like he's got to try to calm Lonte Castle down as he was trying to talk with the official there coming out of the timeout. 34-34, 107 here to go. It's something where those calls have happened. Now you don't want to dictate what may happen in a future call.
Right.
As Tigers with possession, minute to go, deflection off of Max White.
Yeah.
Pesky defense by Galentine.
Yeah, good offhand knock away. Inadvertently knocked it off of Max there. Heritage ball.
As Heritage trailed for the majority of this contest, took the lead here in the third. Seeing if they can enter the fourth.
Yeah, that's going to be trouble as he's at 3 and not 4, and they're going to get Harris, I think, on a foul. Nothing malicious, just had his momentum going. And
yep. And I think on that 3, maybe even the most open Galentine's been. So
yeah.
Tigers very fortunate. Officials talking about this one over. Not quite sure. So yeah, just confirming, I think, the foul number. It was like he was fighting for the ball still as he was falling out of bounds.
Yeah.
So it does send the Tigers to the line. So Gavin Greasers to the line to shoot 2 as Heritage at the 5 and beyond mark. That was short. I think he knew that as he let that go. Now Morgan checks in for Declan. No need to waste a foul in the last 38 seconds of the quarter. And second one is good. Tigers back 35-34. But the Patriots have a chance to take the lead still.
Really, if you're Maddox, I'd be sticking to Galentine like glue. There's nobody as Seaver just goes right to the hoop.
Yeah, I mean, coming in off the bench for the first time here late in the third and making an impact.
That's huge.
Tigers, though, down by 1, 36-35. They've had an opportunity both in the first and the third. Turn it over both times, seeing what they can do here. Marshall Gerber's going to get it into Gavin Greaser. And he's going to go up. He's going to knock it down. Tigers are back up 37-36 as the Canaan Carpet third comes to a close. We'll be back here for the RK Financial fourth, all on Witness Media.
Since opening Miller Land Surveying in 2005, we've grown to not only service Adams County, but the entire Northeast Indiana region. Business growth has led us to expand with additional field crews, advanced technology, locations in both Monroe and Fort Wayne. Miller Land Surveying partners with various clients to aid in residential and commercial real estate transactions, development of schools, industrial parks, subdivisions, various commercial development projects, and more. At Miller Land Surveying, precision and professionalism is where we draw the line.
Innovative instruction, award-winning programs, exceptional curriculum. At South Adams, we believe in the power of community. Here, we support each other, celebrate together, and treasure what truly matters most: family. We are Starfires.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. We've got this barn burner brewing here in the Tiger Den. And a big thanks goes out to Kingston Galentine. What did he do in that quarter, Kevin?
Well, a lot what he did in that first half in that tournament game kept Heritage right in it. He scored 13 in that third quarter here this afternoon. And Heritage is right there, 1 point game.
Yeah, 37-36. Tigers led by as many as 15. Biggest lead for Heritage was 2. And that was in the midst of a 20-2 run.
Nice shot.
Declan Greaser extending it back up to 3 now. I feel like a very quiet game for Declan, but
yeah, he's got 8.
That's more than I would have thought, honestly.
A little bit of foul trouble there. You got to assume he's probably going to be in most of this fourth quarter.
As mismatch inside.
Yeah, but Bauer's not looking to score. Castle is, though.
Monte Castle doing what he does best, and that's just get to the rim. As Maddox with it, and tough matchup there. I feel like just from outside of those Jay County guards, Overton and Comer, like these Heritage guards just right up there is like the pesky defenders.
Yeah.
Declan with another one off the glass. He's getting things rolling here in this fourth.
Different form of athleticism, but still intimidating and very effective.
As
that might be left. Yeah.
Galentine long there. Nice just kind of box out there by Max White. Didn't need to get the board. Just couldn't let Torian Brown get to it. Yeah, it was quite the dogfight over in Berne in that championship game. Interested to see what it's going to be like in the rematch. And that one is going to be at Heritage.
Wow.
So,
well, we've seen firsthand how they do play at home. And, you know, we've seen them look way more alive here in the second half than what that first half was. So, regardless of the outcome tonight, they're going to be ready to go against that Jay County team.
As Declan trying to go to work inside once again. Gets it off the glass. No good. Gavin, though, with the rebound, and he puts it up over the rim for 2. 43-38 here in this RK Financial fourth quarter.
Gavin coming to life in this second half. That's his 7th point of the half, all within about the last 3 minutes of the game.
It's nice to finally get that ball rolling. I know Max has done a lot of the damage for the Tigers. Maddox a little bit from deep as well, but good to see the Greaser brothers trying to alleviate some of that pressure, maybe open up those shots once again.
Yeah. A little bit of breathing room, too, with a 5-point lead. And that's a great read there by Maddox. Covering Galentine as Taylor's going to draw the foul on Max.
That foul's going against Marshall Gerber, actually.
Oh, okay.
It's an interesting kind of take there because there's definitely contact, but like the way that he's going in as Taylor's going in with that jump stop, which jump stops aren't travels, people. As he goes in, like he's swinging his arms very aggressively, kind of being the one to initiate that contact. Galentine can't quite get it to go, but Bowers is there to clean things up. And like Gerber really is just straight up, but like there is contact. He loses the ball, so something typically does get called. But in a way, like I almost feel like the offensive player, and it's not just that's a call I see often. Like the offensive player really the one initiating the contact.
Right.
It's going to be a hand check foul against Lonte Castle. It's the second one of those. Both of his fouls being very similar as Maddox is trying to drive around him. And
I don't know if Maddox is just really good at drawing the fouls or if, I mean, Swoblin, I think he had 4 fouls, all committed against Maddox. Might just be that last desperation he's about to get around me. You know, you foul him to stop the play as Galentine tips it out of bounds.
Yeah, a little bit of frustration shown by Max White, but honestly, like Galentine's just an all-around solid player here for Coach Sovine. Yeah. He's knocked a few of those out.
Oh boy, he's trying to get a hoop mixtape.
But now it should be a baseline out of bounds though, so maybe a more natural look of a play. So I like the idea. It almost seemed like
you would have had a clear lane to the hoop.
Almost seemed like Galentine just turned at the perfect time, not even knowing it. A nice screen there by Max to get Marshall open in the corner. But he's got Torian Brown on him again. That black line there, out of bounds, going to go to the Tigers. I do want to compliment both of these squads, helping each other up multiple times here tonight.
And I know it's the right thing to do, but sometimes when one of your guys got cheap shotted, it's not always what you may want to do. But it's great to see that has been
I think that just goes into what both coaches, I'm sure, were saying, because when you know the emotion is there, you got to be able to compose it in some way.
Taylor knocked that one away, and Brown corralled it on the baseline. And Castle's going to get an open layup here.
And nice patience there as Lonte Castle gets the easy bucket. 43-42 now here in the Freedom Automotive Group scoreboard. Declan Greaser.
You got to say Wolf.
Yep. Declan trying to go through Bowers. He can get the foul called against Bowers as he'll be going to the line for 2 here in this RK Financial fourth quarter. For the best help with your 401ks, RRAs, college saving plans, retirement goals, estate planning, life insurance, and long-term care needs, call Randy Kistler with RK Financial at 589-3533. Declan, I believe 3 for 4 tonight. Or was he 4 for 4?
4 for 4, 5 for 5.
We're just over halfway through this RK Financial fourth. Coach Sovine going to send in the lanky Miles Harris right back in. And I think he's had a solid game in limited minutes. Really quite a young team overall. I know Castle and Brown, very impactful on both ends of the court. But still a good young supporting cast for this Heritage team.
Yeah, they got a lot to look forward here these next few years. And that's one. Yeah, that's one that he hit earlier, not that time.
Good strong rebound by Max White. No, he's kind of had some games that have been a little off, but I think more times than not, he just does a lot of good small things for Bluffton. Bluffton's going to take a timeout. Kind of collect some things. We'll take that with them. Be back here on Witness Media.
We plan for everything, always looking ahead to successfully navigate the ups and downs that life brings our way. So why is planning your funeral pushed to the back of the list? The answer to that question is different for everyone. But the staff at Haggard, Hershey, and Zelt want you to know that this process is easy, stress-free, and is a wonderful gift that you can give your family. Pre-plan today. Give us a call at 260-724-7167 to set up an appointment.
Rooted in the community and backed by extensive experience, Adams Health is here to diagnose the most complex conditions with care and compassion. We offer specialty care in women's health, orthopedics, sports medicine, urology, gastroenterology, pulmonology, neurology, and more. With multiple locations in Adams County, you'll get the care you need close to home. We see new patients quickly because your health shouldn't have to wait. Visit adamshospital.org to schedule today. Your health is our priority.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to the Tiger Den. Coach Teagle calling that timeout to kind of alleviate some of that full court pressure. Tigers lead 45-42 on the Freedom Automotive Group scoreboard. 3:20 to go. Anybody's ball game, though. What do the Tigers need to do to come away with this victory?
Well, they're in a good spot here with having Declan in with only 3 fouls. He's managed not to pick up a fourth. But being able to take care of the ball, I think, is going to be a huge factor here, as Heritage has been tightening down the defense here in this second half, and it's only going to get more intense, I assume, as the game comes close to expiring, as Declan could have drew a foul there on Harris.
Back out to Gerber again. He's going to penetrate into the lane, off the glass, and good. Marshall Gerber.
And usually this is the time that he happens to come across and get you some huge buckets, whether it's from the free throw line or a runner just like that.
I think some athletes throughout history have been known as the cardiac kid when time matters the most.
Yeah.
They're the ones who step up and deliver. It really has been Marshall. And I know you've highlighted that quite a few times this season.
Yeah.
As Galentine going to get called for the foul. And very aggressive on that swipe there. A lot of times I know the mentality, like when you're coming down, it just looks so much more aggressive than if you're coming up on the swipe. Just little things.
Yeah, even then when you're coming down on it, I mean, like you say, it looks like one, but if you're pushing up, even if you get some contact on the hand, it's kind of harder to see if you're the ref, unless you hear it, of course.
Max White with the hesitation, finding Gavin inside, going to get the foul called against. I believe that's going to be against number 5, Lucas Taylor. Harris a little frustrated, but it is going to go against Harris, actually. So, and when you get 2 defenders on it, it's going to be, you may think you're clean, but then it's like, hey, it was the other guy. Gavin Greaser now at the line for 2. He's short. Got to get his legs into this a little bit, get that arch going. I believe both teams, according to my tally, have 2 timeouts each. That second one rolls in and for Gavin. Tigers now 5-0 run here in this fourth.
Got to feel good being up 6, but you got to also assume Heritage is going to be playing a little bit of desperation ball as there's less than 2 minutes left here. Good tip away there by Maddox. Good dive by Max. Got it right to Gerber.
And Coach Teagle saving the timeout as well as the foul's going to get called, I believe, against Torian Brown there. In a situation where you feel like that could be one of those timeouts to save the possession, Coach Teagle way more experience in these situations than me, obviously, and trusting his players, Coach Lysing giving big props there to Maddox, saying, hey, like that's a huge play, right?
Yeah, absolutely.
And shout out to Max for coming in to clean up little brother's work, too.
Yeah. Yeah, because really at the start of the second half, Galentine took it right to Maddox on multiple plays. Good to see Maddox get one back there defensively.
Uncharacteristic miss at the free throw line for Gerber. Second one is good, though. That 49-42 Tigers. And 6-0 run now. As Brown, very quick and explosive. Going to get a timeout taken by Coach Sovine. We'll take that quick timeout with them. Be back here on Witness Media.
From dreamer to doer, bridging the gap between where we are and where we want to be, turning passion into profession, finding your true calling in a career, and bringing your dreams to life, it takes 2 things, the right path and the right people to walk alongside you. At Indiana Wesleyan University, we help dreamers become doers with accessible, flexible learning pathways and world-class people making world-changing connections. The road ahead, it's closer than you think. Discover the way at IWU.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to Witness Media here in the Tiger Den. Bluffton 49, Heritage 42. It's been mostly Bluffton in the lead here today. Heritage, big third quarter thanks to Galentine.
Yeah, he had 13 in that third quarter.
But Coach Sovine's not going down easily. This Heritage team can definitely get rolling.
Yeah, they got great on-ball pressure, and if they get a couple turnovers in a row, they're right there.
And what do you think is going to be the primary offensive look for Coach Sovine's squad here?
If they don't get Castle or Brown, it's going to be right there, Galentine, preferably an open three, as he uncharacteristically misses. I think that's his second or third miss in a row.
And that fourth personal foul against Declan Grieser there. Obviously, the officials have a way better look there. It's just, I don't know if I've ever seen a foul like that where it's a long rebound and back-to-back. But I think maybe Declan had his arm hooked around the Heritage player there. As Galentine can't get that to go either. I think something he needs to be cautious of. You can't quite force things.
Right.
But at the same time, your time is ticking.
Yeah.
And it's got to be like, okay, like we got to get a good shot, not just any shot.
Yeah, he had Maddox a little bit out of position there, and I think he was thinking, okay, he's going to run into me, so I can throw something up and probably get bailed out, but not the case.
Officials having a conference real quick. And I think very clean game, both ends of the court. Well officiated here tonight as well. Just always appreciate seeing what officials do, just being having done very little, very insignificant low pressure situations, but it's a job that definitely they earn my respect.
Absolutely.
No doubt. Gerber's front end no good. Coach Siegel directing the defensive alignments. Coach Sylvine with a little delay on the shooter, bringing in Miles Harris back in. As Gerber's second one is good. 50-42 now. As a foul is going to get called against Max White. Just kind of lost his feet, but instead of giving him the open bucket, just committing a simple foul. And this is the last-ditch effort for Bluffton in the ACAC standings. I truly do not know what the three-team tiebreaker would be, but that's the only chance that they would have, as Galentine's going to try to keep it within their hands as to what they can do for the ACAC regular season championship as he knocks down a big triple. And
he got him for a travel. That's exactly what Heritage can do, put you in position, and obviously helps if you put yourself in the corner, but Declan trapped there. Had Marshall under the hoop, open. Galentine, quick catch, shoot, bomb.
And Galentine, and this one far from over. Tigers now lead just by 2 thanks to back-to-back threes by Galentine.
Get it across and work it around the horn.
Let's see.
Yeah.
Going to get a foul committed by the Patriots. Did see there in the middle of those 2 threes.
That's a big foul there by Kingston.
So 4 fouls against Kingston Galentine. So this one has all the makings of going to overtime. He's going to be one that you need on that court if you're Heritage, but same thing with Declan Grieser as he has 4 too.
Yep.
Yeah. Hearing from the sideline somewhere, don't know if it was on the court or one of the coaching staff, don't need a 3 right now. Okay. I think that's something you see a lot in modern basketball where it's like they just put up the 3 because you're down by 3. You still have time to get multiple possessions.
Yep. I mean, we just saw just now, I think it was a $1:32 left.
Yeah.
I mean, Heritage made it a 1-2 point game there. So, yeah. Don't have to have a three. You know, a young, maybe inexperienced player, you're thinking, just get the tougher shot out first. No, I mean, you know, you never know how the ball is going to roll. You maybe get a foul called. They're getting close to being be put on the free throw line.
Yeah.
So, yeah, if you're Heritage, you know, you got a lot of confidence going. You got a lot of momentum going, really in your favor. But it's really through one player, Kingston Galentine. Yeah, you know, Brown and Castle, they're going to hurt you driving to the hoop, but really you got to stay at bay with Kingston. Don't help off of them.
Yeah, I think at this point you can't let Galentine beat you.
Right.
You can't let Galentine beat you. If it's Brown, if it's Castle, if it's Harris, or anybody else who's able to score,
yeah,
okay, we'll take it. But you can't let it be.
Yeah. I mean, you don't give anything up at the hoop, and you don't give a Galentine three. I mean, even if you give up a Brown or Castle open three, I mean, that's better than Galentine.
And no matter how little time you think is on the clock or how sure you are, you have to do what?
Block out.
Block out. That shot goes up, you find a red jersey, you get your body on them. You can't let them get to any sort of putback opportunity at any of these possessions remaining.
Because you can about guarantee Taylor and Harris, they're going to be crashing the boards. Here's Galentine. He draw two defenders to him. Castle's going to get a layup +1.
That's a simple way to get a three-point possibility. The old school way, as Lonte Castle has a chance to make it a one-point contest. And boxing out is pivotal in this situation. Worst case scenario is Castle misses and Heritage gets the board.
Yeah. And that was big credit to Galentine. Drew two defenders to him. They both switched off of him, leaving Castle an open lane. But he's unable to hit.
As that is going to be the fourth.
Galentine's gone.
Yeah.
What a turn of events.
And I know you're wanting to foul, and at some situations you
think
can't can't be afraid of fouling out.
Yeah.
But 37 seconds is a lot of time in these situations.
Yeah, that's a lot of time. I think you try and force Bluffton into a turnover there instead of quick foul.
But I don't know if that was necessarily an intentional foul there, or he was just trying to get one, tip one away from Gavin. Definitely plays in favor of the Tigers. At the same time, now the Patriots are a little bit more unpredictable about where they're going to be going with the ball.
Yeah.
I mean, I guess my first choice would be Lonte Castle, but Torian Brown is very dangerous from anywhere on the court as well. Gavin this time makes both, makes it 54-50. 50% leading up to that one. As Torian Brown close to a double there. The three by number 4.
Wow.
Jackson Feasby says, I got your back, Galentine.
That's huge.
Coach Sovine's going to take a timeout. We'll take it with them. Be back here. You don't want to miss this one on Witness Media.
At Decatur Dental Services, all of our offices provide complete dental care, including crowns, bridges, and dentures, teeth whitening, orthodontics and Invisalign, restorations, preventative care, cosmetics, and sports mouth guards. In Decatur, Botox and Juvederm are available as well. We have offices in Decatur, Geneva, Berne, Bluffton, and Warren to serve you. To learn more about our doctors, office hours, and insurance information, please visit DecaturDentalIN.com or like us on Facebook. New patients are always welcome, as are patient referrals, so contact us today.
Bluffton Harrison MSD, schools of excellence, schools of choice.
Every moment matters.
Big time three by Jackson Feasby, the junior, with his first action tonight in any contest. Knocking down the triple. Coach Sovine taking what I have as his last timeout. And that foul's going to get called against number 12, Miles Harris. Sending Max White to the line to shoot two. But, I mean, a junior coming in, again, not playing any JV, coming in for fouled out Galentine, who's been hot-handed in both showdowns against the Tigers.
Yeah.
And it's like he just takes in that role and said, I can do it too.
Yeah, that's great to see that shot go down for the young man. I know from basketball, just from a fan basketball standpoint, to come off the bench, probably not even thinking you're going to get to play and hit a huge shot. Can't ask for more if you're Coach Sovine.
Yeah, it's nice to know that you have that reliability, and it's one of those, it's a gutsy shot as well, but proving that he's got that ability in him. Tigers lead by 3. Brown going to try to get to the rim. Corner from number 5, Taylor. He's going to knock it down. Tie ball game. 10 seconds to go. Tigers another opportunity at the buzzer. They've had it all 4 quarters. He's going to find Maddox White in the corner for 3. And he knocks it down. Maddox White for 3. Oh, my goodness. I'm into the wrong buzz. Maddox White, though.
That was good all the way.
What a big-time shot by the freshman. I got caught up in the moment. But Maddox White, the big-time triple for the young man. Holy cow.
Honestly, looking at it, I thought it was going to be long. Castle was right on his tail. Castle was right on his tail as Grandpa White is signaling it is good for 3. Oh, man.
What an end to an incredible ball game. Tip of the cap to both squads there. We're going to take a quick break, capture, kind of recollect ourselves. I'm sure Coach Teagle will be up to talk about this one as well. But that final score, Bluffton 59, Heritage 56. We'll be back for that post-game show brought to you by Keystone Cooperative Group here on Witness Media.
Looking to elevate your construction project? Schwartz Contracting is here to deliver. With over 20 years in the industry, owner Dan Schwartz has been providing reliable home construction, barn buildings, pole barns, garages, barns, and barn dominiums throughout Adams County and beyond. When it comes to building your dream home or an impressive new barn, Dan Schwartz and his team are the ultimate champions. When you choose SCI, you're getting a team that brings expertise and commitment to take down every project. They're all about getting the job done right. Are you ready to tackle your next project? Contact Dan Schwartz at 260-525-0266, Schwartz Contracting, where solid construction is always the winning move.
Here at RK Financial, we're proud to serve the families and businesses that make our communities strong. We know the value of hard work, and we know how important it is to protect what you've built and what matters most. Whether it's retirement planning, investment guidance, or reviewing your insurance needs, our local team is here to provide personal, practical advice you can count on. RK Financial. Give us a call today.
We are Best One.
The best tires, the best customer service.
Since 1948, Best One has been delivering quality and dependable tires and full-service automotive care to our customers. Best One, selling tires, serving people. We are Best One.
Visit our store or bestoneofmonroe.com to shop tires, request an appointment, and more. See these? See us at Best One of Monroe, selling tires, serving people.
Some see a volleyball match. We see a student athlete learning how to be poised under pressure. Some see a high school football stadium. We see the one place where the whole community comes together. Proud to keep education in front of athletics since 1903.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to Witness Media. What an incredible ball game captured by the last-second 3 by the freshman, Maddox White. I mean, just a game of runs throughout the entire afternoon. Bluffton early 11-0 run. Heritage comes back with a 20-2 run in between the second and third quarters to take the lead. But then it just goes back and forth there in the fourth.
Yeah.
And up until that final buzzer. Again, I get caught up in the moment, missed that triple for Heritage, added 5 points for that Maddox 3.
Yeah.
But, I mean, what it is, it's just absolutely incredible. I mean,
Bluffton was up 7 with 1:32 left. And you're thinking, okay, they're in the driver's seat. They're probably going to get fouled and all this. But Heritage presses and gets some key turnovers and is right there on a Taylor triple. And Maddox said, we're not going to overtime.
Yeah, I mean, just Awesome times, like, to be able to bring these moments to you guys, and just memorable moments for these games as well. I mean, for all the players on the court, the students in the student section, I know, like Zane Betts, he's one of the students who's been recording a lot of the stuff for the BHMSD TV, like the student group that's starting to get some experience. He's like, man, why couldn't I had a partner for this one? Like, he's just like, I missed out.
Yeah.
Photographer Bridget Steph's like, oh, I got the picture of the shot. And it's just the excitement for everybody involved is just so much fun. But overall in this contest, I mean, Tigers really, like, for the majority of that contest, defensively, especially first half, like, shutting Kingston Galentine down.
Yeah.
But
and
whatever.
Part of that, it helped that he didn't make some of the open shots, because you assume, he hits a couple shots. We saw what it looked like if he gets a couple going in that end of that first half. He hits a couple free throws. Okay, we'll see what that turns into. Well, it turned into he finished with 22, had 16 by the end of the third. So he exploded for what he could have done in that first half. But yeah, credit to Bluffton for being there most of the time on the catch, at least on those shots that could have created a rhythm for Kingston Galentine in that first half.
Yeah, I mean, those 2 threes in the fourth quarter, just back-to-back, hit one, turnover, hit a second, that was making it a 1-point game, right, if I remember when those came in. And it's just like, holy cow.
He picks up that foul that ultimately takes him out of the ball game, and you think, okay, our biggest, I don't want to say the biggest threat, but the biggest threat from outside is out of the game. Well, Feasby comes in, ice cold all game, hasn't played, and hits one of the biggest shots of the game.
Yeah, I mean, shoot or shoot, man.
Yeah,
shoot or shoot. And it's just, I really am just kind of at a loss for words here as to what all just transpired. And it was a game. These afternoon games are always kind of awkward, especially with sectional championships being around.
Yeah,
it's like, do we cover this or not? And I knew that this was a game that's going to have a lot of, like, weight in the ACAC standings, and I am definitely glad that we chose to bring this one to you guys here.
That's when you look back on, you think about the game prior not 2 games prior against Jay County. You're like, man, okay, would have won that one. Now we're, ultimately almost in the driver's seat.
I mean, that would be it.
Yeah. But, you you look at the game and be like, well, we made the right adjustments. I mean, at one point, Bluffton had a 15-point lead. You got to be happy with that. But also, what can you learn from it? How to protect a lead like that. And so, a lot of good things to take away, things to work on as always. But it's just awesome to see Bluffton come away on the side of the W tonight.
Yeah, no doubt about that. And again, I know in the past the ACAC used to give out, like, split, like, co-champions. I believe just a handful of years ago they got rid of the co-champions and they went to tiebreakers. And a 3-way tiebreaker doesn't happen often enough. I'm not familiar with what that is.
Not even sure how that would look like.
So,
too, as far as chopping it up and crowning one.
So that's definitely going to be something where, obviously, it's still in Jay County's hands. I mean, Jay County beat Heritage in the ACAC Championship tournament game by 9 points already. They've got quite a long, athletic, disciplined group. But, playing up in Heritage is such a tough place to play.
Yeah, that, and you assume they're going to make adjustments.
So we'll see how that one goes. Again, adjustments, as Kevin said, as Bluffton certainly made here tonight to come away with this big-time victory. As we get joined here by Coach Teagle on this Keystone Cooperative postgame show. Coach Teagle, what a game. What a game. And, let's just talk first thing, big moment, Maddox White. What's that mean for this team and for a freshman to knock that shot down?
Oh, what a huge shot. He has a lot of confidence in his shooting ability. I don't say this very often, but he's going to be a player.
Yeah.
So he's already turned into something that can probably be really special here at Bluffton. He just has a knack for the game, plays great defense for us with his length. And then as he gets more experience, gets a little weight on him, can handle the physicality a little bit more. I think he's got a chance to be special. But how about Max White?
Yeah, I agree.
Oh, my gosh.
You're not there without Max White, right?
No, my goodness. His first half was phenomenal. Hit another one in the third that was big for us, a 3. And then at the end, foul line, he was 4-4. So, and we shot him well in the fourth quarter when we needed to for the most part. Missed a couple, but that's what you have to do. I want to tell you something. They hit some big, tough shots late. The 14 spin move 3.
Yeah.
wow, you know. And then 4 just checks in and comes in and hits one. Now, he is a good shooter, but how do you check? You haven't played the whole game.
Well, and that was something I looked at, too. Looked at my notes from the JV game. He didn't come in at all in the JV game. Like, that is, he played 2 minutes. In the first 10 seconds, he knocks down a 3 to make it 1 point.
And that's why there was no reason I could complain about that. We told him good shooter coming in or whatever, but that's off. That's his first catch and touch of the game. Hadn't played the whole game. Didn't play the JV. Didn't play the freshman. They've been here the whole day, and he hits that. So nothing you do about that. Nothing you do about the spin 3. 14 had a couple of others we just didn't get there when we needed to. And then the one in the corner that they hit to tie it up. I mean, you know, you got to take away the drive to paint because it's just in your mind, too, to foot fake. It's hard to get your kids to stay out and lock on the 3. And we just – kind of magnet to the ball, and then they hit that 3. But what I love about us is we show poise, got it back down the court, knowing that we needed a shot to win the game. And then, obviously, Maddox steps up and hits a big one and delivers the ball on time and on target and got the shot off.
Yeah, and it's just – it was a game of kind of like runs as well as kind of what we said. You guys start out with that 11-0 run to start the game. And with that momentum, like it just seemed like a statement being made of – hey, we know that they got us last time, but let's go and prove that we're not going to back down. And it seemed like that was just so pivotal in giving that confidence throughout the whole night.
Well, it did. We got that lead, and then, you know, they just did a great job getting physical with us and getting into us, and they started steering us away from the middle of the floor. And that's what we talked about at halftime. You got to get the ball back in between the volleyball lines in the middle of the floor to run our offense. We're letting them dictate. And we wanted to dictate the pace of the game, and everyone thinks dictate means go slow. No, dictate means you go fast when you want and you go slow when you need to. So, and they made a really good run, and I was proud of our kids because we talked about that at halftime. You know, basketball is a game of runs. We made a run. They're going to make a run. We're going to make a run. You know, it's whoever ends up with the possession last probably or that last run. And so went back and forth. And I thought we showed a lot of mental resolve. You know, I'm not sure that we'd had that early in the year or, you know, a couple years ago even. We just we seem like we're getting a little more mentally tough as this season goes on. And that's a good win for us. Yeah. Now, we got to do something that in most cases you never do. We're going to cheer for Heritage like heck next weekend because they play Jay County at Heritage.
So do you know what a 3-way tiebreaker situation would look like in the ACAC?
Coach Teagle's calling it a 3-way tie.
Yeah.
I do not. I think they go on your other opponents if you got beat by any of them. All of us wouldn't have, yes. But I'm not sure if there's anything else. But, you know, we told our kids going into this game, we could only control one thing left, and that's you got to find a way to win today. So hats off to Heritage, though. Man, they're a really good basketball team. You know, the Castle kid does a great job for him. The Brown kid, a really good point guard for him. And then, obviously, the sophomore Galantine kid, another big game. He ended up with 22. And we did a pretty good job on him early. But, man, when he gets hot, you know, that basket just looks huge for him.
It just seemed like those free throws there in the second just gave him just the confidence that he needed. Like, okay, this ball can go into the basket.
We talked about that, too. We said, you know, that's the one thing you can't do. You can't let a shooter get a layup or get some free throws because then they see the ball go in the hole and it's a whole different game.
One thing I do want to talk about, too, just it seemed, I guess the literature teacher in me, it seemed kind of foreshadowed throughout the contest. I mean, first quarter, you guys get a chance at a last shot, turnover. Second quarter, turnover, the last chance. And then you get one to fall at the basket in the third, and then it's just like, all right, like they get it again here in the fourth, and it's just like when you see those first two attempts at it not go your way, but then in the second half just kind of pushing through again, I think that is a testament to the mental resolve of this team.
I think so, too, and we talk to the kids all the time. You're talking about swing points, and then in the quarters, it's like 16 to 24 swing points. You can either get 2 or they can get 2. That's a 4-point swing. You do that 4 times, or you can get 3 or they get 3. So, you know, if you can at least not get anything off that, you're ahead. You know, they didn't get anything. We didn't get anything. Now, we don't want to turn it over, but it's important to have that last possession. That's something we talk about a lot. We try to work on making sure, because I think it was the third quarter where there were 58 seconds left. We actually came down. We were going to try to get a good look. Well, there was now 40 or less than 40, and we decided to go red and try to get the last shot because we didn't get anything early out of it, so let's try to get the last one.
So last thing here tonight, next contest is at the defending state champion Manchester. I know they've graduated quite a bit from that squad, new coach as well. But as you're looking at the Squires, I don't know, again, conference games a little bit more weight to them, but as you look into going to North Manchester, like, what do you see out of the Squires?
I see teams won 4 out of 5, I think, recently, and their loss was to Bremen, who's 16-0.
Yeah.
So they're playing really well right now. I've watched them quite a bit on tape. I've watched them. I only got to watch them one time live, but they're going to put a lot of pressure on us. They play so hard. They scramble around. And then offensively, it's a lot of dribble drive, a lot of high ball screen and attack and kick for threes. But their quickness will bother us. But, you know, when we got done with this game, we talked about a couple things that we did okay, a couple things we did better. But we just talked about the Manchester game. They beat us by 50, I think, 3 years ago. They beat us by 30-some 2 years ago, and they beat us by 29 or 30 last year. So, you know, it's time that we bounce back and compete with them and play hopefully to pace that, you know, allows us to be in the game, compete. It's always hard to go on the road. It'll be hard going there. They've got a lot of confidence now. They're playing well. But we got to take care of the basketball. We got to get great shots. And we got to be able to defend, keep the ball in front of us.
Yeah. So, yeah, you're going to be paying attention to that one. That one's going to be on February 10th. Be back here on Witness Media for the last 3 regular season contests, February 13th at home against Northfield, at Belmont on the 20th, and then back home on the 27th. Coach Teagle, thanks for giving us an exciting one here tonight. Congrats on the big conference win.
Man, thanks for covering us. We appreciate it. And that was a lot of fun. I'm proud of the kids.
Yeah. All right, thank you, Coach Teagle. And Tigers 59, Patriots 56. Always appreciate these conversations with Coach Teagle. So we bring Kevin back in here on this Keystone Cooperative postgame show. The postgame show is brought to you by the Keystone Monroe Energy Team in Monroe, Indiana. Stop by our office at 221 West 100 South Monroe or call us today at 260-692-6111 for any fuel, propane, or grease and oil needs. Kevin, before we get to that player of the game, you got some scoring totals for everyone here tonight.
Yeah, Nolan Bowers for Heritage, 2. Nick Sevier, I believe. Sorry if I'm mispronouncing that, with 2. Jackson Feasby with a huge 3. Miles Harris with 5. Lucas Taylor with 5. Torian Brown finishing with 5. Lonte Castle with 12. And leading all scorers with 22 points, Kingston Galentine. Moving on to Bluffton here. Griffin Morgan with 4. Marshall Gerber with 4. Maddox White with 9. Gavin Greaser with 10. Declan Greaser with 12. And leading Bluffton, Max White with 20.
And coming into this, there's just lots of scoring, lots of people just stepping up and making our decision tough for sure. So as we get into this Berne Witness Player of the Game, sponsored by FM Investments, Raymond James. For investments, finances, or retirement planning, call 260-368-9939 to set up an appointment at FM Investments, Raymond James. I think this is one where we took a poll on some people walking by us. I asked Creole, middle school player, brother of Conley and Cameron of the girls' squad, Clint Anderson back home watching, giving his input too. And I think it was kind of a coin flip. Do we give it to Max, who kind of led the Tigers throughout the entire game, or do we give it to the big shot at the end?
Well, I will say before I announce who we decided on, I mean, this would be the game to give it to the Mad Max nickname combo of them both. But we decided we're going to go with Max White. Without his consistent effort throughout the game, Bluffton would not have been there. And just a great showing from him. And really it's really been nice to see him develop as a player. You know, you often think, oh, man, he's going to hit a couple threes tonight. That's going to be a big help for us. But tonight this afternoon I saw kind of a different aspect of his game that really put Heritage on their heels as far as how they're going to guard him, because he's already effective from downtown. Now he's getting you off the dribble and putting you out of position, drawing fouls. That's huge. I mean, that just adds another facet of his game. And, you know, for tonight, I think that's pretty much what separated him from Maddox, not to take away from the biggest shot of the game, but Max White, player of the game.
Yeah. When you talk about the player that impacted the game the most, I fully agree with you there. But that shot is definitely going to be one that is going to be talked about for quite some time. But, yeah, Max White, the Berne Witness Player of the Game, brought to you by FM Investments, Raymond James. So that will do it for us here tonight. And for Jonah Geisel up on camera today, Kevin Mosier, color and stats for us here tonight. I've been Michael Vanderkolk. Thank you all for joining us here on Witness Media. We'll see you next time.